Hi to all. So today we are going to discuss about continuation of a previous lecture along with some ideology. So that is effective height. So continuation of previous video lecture, effective height. So generally, any effective height. So effective height of particular antenna is one of the measuring parameter. So effective height H particular antenna is the parameter so related to the induced voltage. So what is the induced voltage is nothing but capital V. Similarly, this effective height by incident field. So multiplying the effective height by incident field capital E of the same polarization gives the induced voltage. In particular antenna. Therefore, the V. So what is here V? Induced voltage. Very good. The induced voltage capital V is equal to height. This is the height. That is effective height. So effective height multiplied by capital E. Effective height multiplied by capital E. Yeah, very good. So according to that,
ఫోన్ వైఫై వాడు ఏమో చూస్తా ఉన్నా. ఫోన్ ఎవరు? వైఫై అనుకుంటా. ఒకసారి అమ్మకి ఇవ్వు. ఫోన్ వస్తుంది చూడు.
therefore, according to that, so effective height may be defined by ratio of induced voltage. So according to that, so effective height may be defined by ratio of సార్ వచ్చారండి? వస్తాను సార్, 1 గంట ప్రయాణం. 12 కల్లా రీచ్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే. So the effective height. So effective height according to that. So according to that, effective height may be defined by ratio of induced voltage to incident electrical field. So that is equal to capital H, small h equal to capital V divided by capital E. So what is the E? Voltage. What is here V? Voltage. Therefore H equal to capital V by capital E. Capital V by capital E. So for that one, consider one simple example that this is the height, this is the incident field, this is the lambda by 2 dipole. So generally this lambda by 2 dipole having the length lambda by 2, the lambda by 2. So generally it provides a sinusoidal distribution. Generally it provides a sinusoidal distribution. So therefore sinusoidal distribution is having the maximum value 1 at the maximum at the center of the dipole. So similarly, when the length of the dipole is diminish, when the length of the dipole equal to diminish, so here the length equal to 0.1 lambda. Therefore dipole of the length L equal to 0.1 lambda with triangular distribution. Therefore dipole of the length L equal to 0.1 lambda with triangular current distribution. So similarly, now we are focusing on antenna polarization. So antenna polarization is very popular for regular polarization. So already polarization covered in your previous semester. Therefore, let's we once recall briefly about this antenna polarization. Generally, polarization is described in terms of electric vector E bar. In terms of electric vector E bar. So polarization of the antenna in a particular direction. Polarization of an antenna in a particular direction defined the polarization of the wave transmitted by the antenna. Polarization of the wave transmitted by the antenna. So polarization of plane, polarization or plane of the polarization of radio wave can be defined the direction in which the electrical vector is aligned during the passage of at least one full cycle. During the passage of at least one full cycle. For example, what is the direction of particular this one So suppose if this is the x-axis, z-axis, and this is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. So the direction of electrical field vector, the direction of electrical field vector x comma y comma z direction. So this is the direction of what? This is the direction of electrical field. Yes, the direction of the propagation. Direction of the propagation is nothing but like here. Here the direction of the propagation equal to like here. So what you can understand. So this is the direction. So this is the direction. Here this is the direction of particular wave. Similarly, this is the direction of particular wave. So in this one, so this is the electrical vector, and this is the magnetical vector. Clear? And this is the electrical vector. Clear? This is the magnetical vector. So this is the vector, this is the vector, this is the vector, this is the vector. So clear? This is the vector, this is the vector, this is the vector, all. So direction of magnetical field. What is the direction of magnetical field vector? This is the direction of along a perpendicular direction. Both electrical and magnetical vectors are perpendicular direction. Clear? So therefore, the electric and magnetical vectors are mutually perpendicular, and electric magnetical wave propagate in the perpendicular direction. Clear? In the perpendicular direction. So due to this one, what is the principle behind the particular one? What is the principle behind the particular phenomena? So mutual directions of electric and magnetical, mutual direction of electric and magnetical vectors are be illustrated in our previous example. So the magnetical fields surround the wire and perpendicular to the medium, perpendicular to particular magnetical field, means the electrical field is parallel to the particular antenna. So this configuration is applied when after the radiation of waves from the wire, and hence the polarization comes into the picture. Hence polarization comes into the picture. Yes. So polarization refers to the physical orientation. Polarization refers to the physical orientation. Therefore, so here, so polarization refers to the physical orientation of radiated electromagnetical waves in the space. So therefore, for example, when electromagnetical wave is said to be linearly polarized. So when electromagnetical wave said to be linearly polarized, what is the behavior? All having the same alignment in the space. All having the same alignment in the space. Clear? So in the previous drawn, the linear polarization or vertical polarization, all electrical field vectors are vertical. So when electrical field vectors are critical. So when electrical field vectors are in the same alignment, so what is that one? This electrical field vector vertical in the vertical plane. Therefore, the polarization is simply called vertical polarization. Simply called vertical polarization. Similarly, if electrical vector in horizontal plane, if electrical vector is in horizontal plane, so what is the net polarization called? What is net polarization called? Very good, horizontal polarization. So therefore, polarization is a characteristic of most of the antennas, so that they radiated linear polarization of the particular waves. So what is the linear polarization? What is the linear polarization? Yes. So the polarization may be vertical or horizontal. So the direction of the antenna and the polarization is like if an antenna is in vertical, the direction of the antenna and polarization is like, so therefore antenna is in vertical, and it will radiate the vertical polarized waves, and horizontal antenna if the particular antenna has horizontal polarized waves. So this is often, sometimes it may be explained the particular antenna. So therefore vertical polarizations are crucial. So this is the condition. So this is the condition where your horizontal and vertical polarizations are. Therefore, it is often said that antennas are vertical polarized or horizontal polarized according to whether they are producing the polarized or horizontal polarization of the waves respectively. So this is the condition. This is the condition generally implemented in the antennas where the particular initial polarization of the waves are be generally talk this one. So the initial polarization of electromagnetical waves determined by orientation of the antenna itself in the space. So that is the key point here. Polarization of electromagnetical waves determined by orientation of the antenna itself in the space. So hence in the design of the antenna, so the type of the polarization, is one of the factor for polarization. So therefore there are different types of the polarization useful in different types of the applications. Different types of the application. So beside linear polarization, the antenna may also radiate circular or elliptical polarized waves. Why? Because circular polarization is popularly used in very high frequency and ultra high frequency applications. If two linear polarized or simultaneously produced in the same direction for the same antenna, provided that two linear polarizations are provided mutual perpendicular to each other. So it is the evident that the linear polarized waves are important phenomena. The linear polarized waves are important phenomena. So the phase difference, it should be 90 degree. So then circular polarized waves are produced when the phase difference equal to 90 degree. So circular polarization may be right-handed or left-handed, depends upon sense of rotation. Clear? That is, if the phase difference is how to justify the rotation? So therefore, if the phase difference is positive or negative, for example, circular polarization results only when the amplitudes of two linear polarized waves, when amplitudes of two linear polarized waves are equal. If the amplitudes are not equal, the combination of these two polarized combination of these two polarized waves will produce the elliptically polarized waves. So further the undesired radiation, what further the undesired radiation from an antenna is called cross polarization. Further, the undesired radiation from the antenna called cross polarization. So the cross polarization for linearly polarized antenna, cross polarization for linear polarized antenna is perpendicular to the antenna. So therefore the antennas are called vertically or horizontally polarized antennas. Vertically or horizontally polarized. So further, the desired radiation from the antenna is called cross polarization. So cross polarization for linear polarized antennas. Cross polarization for linear polarized antennas perpendicular to intended radiation. So antennas are also called vertical or horizontal polarized antennas are not vertical or horizontal. So the VLF, LF, MF, some of the high frequency antennas are made vertically polarized due to the closeness of the particular earth. So, but there are some advantages in using the horizontal polarized antennas, that is man-made noise, have used the vertical polarization. Vertical polarization. So thus, as seen polarization from the antenna may be linear or elliptical or circular, but polarization is different. But polarization is a different portion of total antenna. Polarization is a different portion of total antenna pattern, and it may be different. For example, polarization of major and minor lobes are different. Polarization of major and minor lobes even be different. So the simplest antenna, ordinary, the simplest antenna that transmit or receive this linear polarization. Ordinary simplest antenna that transmit or receive the linear polarized waves. Linear polarized waves. However, at very low frequency, so it is practically not possible. It is practically not possible. So to accomplish this, so copolarization must be specified at each point on the radiation sphere. Therefore, copolarization represents the polarization of the antenna that is intended or radiate or receive, while cross polarization represents the polarization which is in orthogonality to the specified polarization, which is usually the copolarization. So this means, however, at a very low frequency, it is practically not possible to transmit the horizontal polarized successfully. So as it was be cancelled by the radiation from the image antenna in the head. So on the other hand, vertical polarized wave propagates successfully at these frequencies, and hence these frequencies are vertical polarized or only in the practical mode. So for certain linear polarized antennas, it is common practice to define copolarization, uh, that is the specifical, that is the coplanar electrical field vector at the pole of the radiation sphere. Then all for the other directions of interest, it will require the angle that copolar electrical field vector makes with each great circle line through the pole remaining constant over the circle. So for TV broadcasting, so TV broadcasting frequencies 54 megahertz to 890. So remember, TV broadcasting 54 megahertz to 890 megahertz. So for example, for microwave frequency, there is a little basis for choice. There is a little basis for a choice of horizontal and vertical polarization. Final decision, however, is taken according to the type of the polarization application. But in any case, the polarization should be the same in the transmitting and receiving antenna. Polarization is same for transmitting and receiving antennas. So conclusion from polarization, circular polarization is increasing, become popular in recent years. So the applications for circular polarizations are very high frequency, ultra high frequency, microwave applications. For example, radar. In fact, when very high frequency and microwave signals are transmitted through this ionosphere, then rotation of the rotation of polarization vector is transmitted better have the vice versa. So it is increasingly become popular in recent years. So it is very advantageous in very high frequency and ultra high frequency and radar. So for minimizing the, in fact, when for a very high frequency and so the microwave signals, so these vectors, hence if linear polarized waves are transmitted, then in better to have the circular polarization that is transmitted vice versa. So it would be the better. It would be the better if both ends have circular polarized antennas for maximum the efficiency. So in practice, for the particular antenna beam axis should be directed along the polar axis of the radiation sphere. Suppose the antenna is then appropriately oriented about the axis to align the direction of its polarization with that of defined by the copolarization at the particular pole. So this manner of the defining the copolarization can be extended to the case of elliptical polarization by defining the constant angles using the major axis of the polarization ellipse rather than copolar electrical field vector. So the sense of polarization must also be specified. So next topic, antenna field zones. So the area, the space, the field around an antenna, the field around an antenna may be divided. The field around the antenna may be divided into two principal regions. So one nearer the antenna, one is nearer the antenna called near field, and one at a large distance, one at a large distance called far field. So near field called Fresnel field, far field called Fraunhofer field, Fraunhofer zone. So this is the boundary, the minimum distance. So that the capital R equal to 2d square. What is the d here or L here? Maximum dimension of the antenna, that should be in meters. So if far field, the measurable field components are transfers to the radial direction from the antenna, all power flow is directed radially in outward direction. So in the far field, the shape of the field pattern independent on the distance. That is the key point. Far field, the radiation pattern, field pattern is independent on distance. In the near field, the longitudinal component of the electrical field may be significant, that power flow is not entirely radial. So in the near field, the shape of the field pattern depends on distance. So this diagram will help you. This diagram explains for this is the particular antenna. The particular antenna up to 2d square by lambda less than, that is called a near field or Fresnel field. So this is the boundary sphere of the particular region. So near field or Fraunhofer field, that capital R. So here boundary. So antenna region. So antenna region or the near field or principal field, that equal to distance less than 2d square by lambda. Distance less than 2d square by lambda. And this is the far field. This is the far field or Fraunhofer field, where distance is greater than 2d square by lambda, where distance is greater than 2d square by lambda. So this antenna region, this is the antenna region where our where our boundary sphere of the particular antenna region is allocated in the particular direction, Therefore, capital R equal to 2d square by lambda, capital R equal to 2d square by lambda, where your where our fields are propagated, during the front phase. So this antenna region, is very much important in the particular direction. So this is the Frisch formula where you are able to catch the Frisch transmission formula. So therefore ratio of PR ratio of PR by PT, that is the received power to transmitted power. Received power to transmitted power. Received power to transmitted power equal to product of apertures with the effective aperture for transmitting antenna and effective aperture for receiving antenna. So small r is the distance. Small r is the distance. The lambda is the wavelength. Lambda is the wavelength. So PR by PT. PR by PT equal to AER AET by R square lambda square. So PR equal to received power. The PT equal to transmitted power. And AET and AER are effective apertures for transmitting antenna and receiving antenna. The small r equal to the distance between the particular antenna, and lambda is the wavelength. Lambda is the wavelength. So PR equal to received power and PT equal to transmitted power. The AET equal to effective aperture of the transmitting antenna, and AER equal to effective aperture of the receiving antenna, and small r equal to distance between the particular antennas. Distance between the particular antennas. So therefore in this video lecture you are so the objective of this video lecture to enhance, to know the effective height antenna parameter, effective height, what is the polarization, types in the polarization, circular, linear or elliptical, linear, circular, elliptical. So antenna field zones, antenna field zones. So from this video lecture, student able to know thoroughly about antenna parameters. Antenna parameters.